everybody, this is Etho and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play series. So lately we've been working really hard on the world. We've been tackling some massive projects, and for today I thought we would slow things down a bit again. I think we've got most of the things I wanted to do off my list actually, except maybe the bee farm. Would like to get that done before the world tour. But now I just want to get... Oh, we got two guys. I didn't want two guys. Hey you, over here. You see me? Yeah, free stuff here. Okay, we got him. Hit the button, and he goes down. Hit the button, and they go down. But yeah, I think our goal for today is going to be to finish up some projects instead of starting new ones. And one of those is the piglin bartering. We should at least get this functional. So he goes down. So yeah, our plan here is to have 4 piglin chambers, each one with 3 piglins inside, for a total of 12. We got them named so they don't despawn. And after some testing today, it seemed like a hopper could handle the items from about 2.8 or 2.9 piglins, but we can't divide a piglin into decimals. If we do, they're dead. So we're gonna go round up to 3, and that way our hopper is gonna be backed up with items. And we can control how many items we get by the rate we give these guys gold. I think it was about 3 episodes ago. I've been dragging my feet a little bit with this project, but we set up a dual dropper chain to deliver the items to the item filters below for all the bartering items. This operates at 4 times hopper speed, which is why we're setting up 4 different piglin chambers, each one with its own hopper. Then we combine those together, so these 2 hoppers merge into a single dropper, which operates at 2 times hopper speed. And then there's another dropper, and the other side merges into this one. And then at the end here, we just have a observer clock, which will send the items down the chain here to the item filters. Okay, so now that we got them all loaded in, we're going to add some droppers above them to shoot gold ingots at them. Good stuff. So we got 4 droppers to deliver them gold. Now let's say we were to give these guys 16 gold, we would want to split that between the 4 droppers, so each one would get 4. We gotta make some kind of splitting system now. So, easy way to do that is with a hopper minecart. We're gonna merge our hoppers together in the center, these 4 here, and then try set up a hopper minecart somewhere in between the 4. So... usually the way I like to do this is to use end rods to center the minecart a little bit better. This can go here. Then we break the rail. And we kind of bump it to the middle. And we could leave it like that, but we could also try to like lock it into place with some other blocks. One way of doing that is with the trapdoor here, maybe. Can't place one here now. I guess we'll just do it like this. Might need to change that with something else, but yeah, you get the idea. And then if we put a chest above this, the hopper will pull it out of the chest and should split it evenly. 4 in each of these, right? Yeah, and it does it pretty quickly as well. 4 in that one, and 4 in that one. That should be good. That should be great. Let's add a switch here to the observer clocks. Maybe this will come up like this. And then if there's gold in the droppers, we'll detect that with the comparator. And then send the signal to the observer clock so it'll start sending the items down. As long as the trading's happening. Then when it's finished, it'll stop. It's gonna need a bit of fine-tuning, I'm sure, but we got it pretty close to done, actually. So if there's gold in this dropper, we added another branch off here to activate a hopper clock. This will run. Right now, I just have 3 items in it, and every time it triggers, it's gonna trigger the 4 droppers. This redstone wraps around here to all 4 of them and deliver gold. So as long as there's gold in the system, gold gets delivered to the guys, and also the observer clock runs. So let's give this a try. So they should be getting gold. I don't know if they're getting it too quickly. If we see gold at the end of the chain here, that means they're getting the gold too quickly, and we'll have to add more items into the hopper clock. Oh, there is gold at the end. Okay, so we're giving it to them too quickly then. So I'm just going to add another item in here and see if it happens again. Something we should keep an eye on here, it's probably not a big deal, but a few items are getting left in the dropper after it shuts down. because each of the guys will have a piece of gold in their hand once this runs out of gold in here. So it should get cleared once we start it up again, though. All right, let's... Oh, that's not what we want to do. It goes in here. You got to split it. Yeah, so this stuff should get cleared out. And you can see new stuff is entering now. I hate to say it, but we're actually low on gold at the moment. We used it all building the gold beacon last episode, and we don't really have a high efficiency gold farm. Like, the goon farm is mostly for iron, and the one at our nether spawn is just like an XP farm. And we get a little bit of gold from both of those, but yeah, it's not quite enough. Okay, it looks like there's no gold at the end this time, so 4 items in the hopper is probably good. Awesome, so we got our gold bartering system set up now. If we get any gold, we can trade it there, no problem. And I'll work at polishing that up later probably, but it's functional now. So look at this. This is from, I think, 1.16.1. There is a glitch where if an enderman picks up a snow block and places it down, it looks like this. It doesn't have the snow layer on top like it usually gets, and when you break this, it turns to grass. This is patched in 0.2 though, the next version. So I want to see if we can collect it. Oh, it turns to grass. Today's probably going to be a bit of a goof around episode. I want to see if we can get these guys to pick up a snow block, and then if we kill them, we might get it. Oh, he got one. Okay, now we try kill him. And it might drop as a snow block. No, it's grass. Okay, never mind. Our mending villager, he's gone. I think he died. They made a change with beds. I think that's what did it. You eject out of beds differently in this update. And as a result, villagers also eject out of beds differently. And I think he might have ejected out of his stall there somewhere as he wasn't supposed to. And I think he's gone. I don't see him around anywhere. Yeah. Oof, that hurts a bit. The Llamavator has been out of commission for quite a while. I think it was broken. I made some tweaks to it. And we gotta test it out now. So, get the guy in here. Uncle Leo. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Put those back. Okay, so let's try... I guess let's just hop on and see what happens. Ta-da! What's going on with this thing? Oh, now it worked. What? Oh, maybe it wasn't set right. Is he gonna plop when he goes down? Oh, he took damage. And the boat broke. Oh man, this has been a bit of a tricky one to fix, actually. I decided to get rid of all the tripwires. They're gone. We got a button there instead now, and redstone that runs up to each of the pistons that goes up. Before it was all like independently controlled. So we just got this guy in place. We got a kitty in the boat so the villagers don't go in with them. We hop on, hit the button, and first test here. Woohoo! Oh, I ejected poorly. Man, I wish I could tell you guys exactly what's wrong. All I know is it's the kitty's fault. I took the kitty out of the boat, and now it's working. Like, no problem. Somehow, some reason, if there's a kitty or probably another guy on the boat, it won't eject me out on the top here. But now that he's gone, it's working fine. I just gotta make sure nobody goes in the boat with him, I guess. Oh boy, I need to learn how to fly around my world with my eyes closed, because it's like everywhere I look. Unfinished project over here. Unfinished project over here. Unfinished project everywhere we go. It's good though, we've been getting lots of them done, so that's making me happy. Last episode, we worked on the Guardian farm. I thought we'd stop by here today and do a follow-up on it. So thank you very much for all the feedback on that. A lot of you guys seem to like it, which made me happy. And also got some good suggestions if we want to add another mural or diorama, whatever they're called. I think I like the idea of doing a chocolate island one. So we might put that again along this wall eventually. But you can see I also did some more work here. We got a sandstone border around all the sides now. So they're prepped. They're ready to go if we figure out what we're going to put here. Also, we got a line of glass along the top there with water behind for like a blue highlight, which I thought was kind of cool. And then you guys gave some feedback about the mural itself, and I think a lot of people preferred the nether one the most. followed by the windmill, and then followed by the water temple. I think the thing a lot of people said about the water temple was it looked a little bit empty. So I've gone back to it and added a few more details to it. Aha! So we got a bit of a landmass on the left side there. Like we took our boat from there, sailed off into the ocean, and then got to the Guardian Temple, deployed our anvil anchor, and then went and conquered the thing. And it just helps to fill up the scene. It was only like half of the space was filled up before. Now it's like much fuller looking, which I think is great. We also replaced all the stone and dirt in the background there with water. You can see some kelp plants kind of floating around even. And behind that is these warp blocks. And then you can see a bit of a transition. It's very subtle, but it's like there's the water, a little bit darker, and then the sky there is, again, the packed ice. And every now and again we get some fish that spawn back there too. So I wasn't sure if a charge creeper blows up a husk if you get the zombie head. So I tried it out there and I didn't get one. And I died trying it too. Yeah. Anyways, we are in the Nether Hub now. We're going to make a couple improvements here as well. Something that I should have done a long time ago is add some kind of boat dispensing thing here. Because, you know, I take the boat down one way and sometimes it doesn't come back. And then it's like, oh, I need a boat. I got to craft a new one. And I gotta craft a new one. And I keep doing that, and it's kind of annoying. So let's get a couple extra here. Maybe let's just do a dropper down here with the boats in. Then we will have our hopper. We'll do a barrel. Let's name these as well. I got my anvil ready. So you can name barrels and any other inventory in the game you want to say what goes inside. I like doing that a lot now, actually. So now it says boats up here. And then I guess we'll put the stone back here. Let's put a piece of redstone here too. Then sandstone. We'll turn these into buttons. Like that. And now when we click that, it should give us a boat. Now there's no way of actually dispensing the boat like in boat form. Unfortunately, you need water to do that, so we can't do that in the nether. One of our goals with our Nether Hub is to try and make it easier to navigate, especially with the world tour coming up. I want you guys to be able to find stuff. So one thing we did was we set up the lecterns. Now I'm wondering, we're going to do a bit of experimenting here. We're going to try out maps in the nether. Now I know you can't actually see anything on a nether map, so let's just reconfirm that. So if we make a map, this is all we see. Even though there's stuff built above us right now, it won't display it. All we can really see is our position on the map. And as we move around, we do move around on the map as well. But we won't be able to look at anything. But there is also the feature in the game where you can make markers, and I'm wondering if that will work on the nether map and if it could be useful at all. So let's try name this Test 1. I don't remember if the name shows up on the map or if it's just the color. So then if we right click that, oh, it does give the text actually. Okay, that's great. So if we put a banner at each of our nether portals, we can say what is there. And then look at it from a map, hopefully. Test 2. Get that over here. And then click that. And yeah, we got test 1, we got test 2. So I guess another question is how far would we want to zoom out? Probably all the way, or maybe second from the last one. So we get our paper like that. Well, I guess let's look at it first. So at this distance... Oh, it does reset all the markers if we do that too. I think, yeah, they're gone. Okay, so before we go mark all our portals with the banners, we're also going to farm up some netherite, because I think... Oh, that was a spooky sound. I think we're going to want to set up lodestones for them as well. Let's light this, and then run as far as we can away. I like to get close for the video, you know, but it usually kills me. Then we blast down a big tunnel like that. It seems to work pretty good. So we got a bunch of netherite just sitting here. Ancient debris. We got 2 there. We got 1 over here. All right, that was pretty good. We got 14 from 2 stacks of TNT. Here we go again. There's a couple over there. This time we got 8 ancient debris with 2 stacks of TNT. Woohoo! Alright, so check it out. We got 32 netherite in here. And 40 in here. 72 total. I'm hoping that's enough. I'm not sure how many portals we actually need to mark. Got a bit of gold here. Oh, so that'll give us 18. 18, all right. And then we take chiseled stone bricks, combine them together with the netherite. It's 1 each lodestone. It's actually crazy expensive. That's our first lodestones in the world. Oh, look at these things. So then you can take compasses and mark the location, and then it points towards that lodestone. Okay, so let's get to marking things here. So what I did is I went to the 4 different quadrants of our worlds and made 4 different nether maps here, all max zoomed out. Each of these maps is, I think, about a 2,000 by 2,000 area it covers. So you can see us in the top left there. I named each one as well. So this is nether plus plus, this is plus minus, minus plus, and then minus minus. So that's the coordinates. Plus plus is positive x, positive z. Plus minus is positive x, negative z, and you kind of get the idea that way. So now we got a little kit put together here. For each portal, like our Nether Hub portal here, we're going to mark it with a lodestone. Got to get a compass, and we got to get a banner. When I think of our Nether Hub here, I think of purple. So we'll use a purple one for this. We have to name the banner if we want the text to show up. So this is going to be Nether Hub. Alright, Nether Hub. And then I gotta place that somewhere. I'm gonna sneak it over here. Ah! No! My Nether Hub is such a disaster. I'm gonna just sneak it on the side here, I think. Alright, and then we gotta take the proper map for where we are. We gotta see our player there. Where it has the triangle on the player. Then we right click that, and we got it marked at the top left there now. Okay, cool. Then we also gotta hide a lodestone somewhere. I guess we'll put that right at the banner too. Right over here, sure. Then we gotta mark our compass. Got it. And then let's seal this back up. And I want to name this as well. Nether Hub. I did it again. I'm not looking at my keyboard. Alright, so we got our Nether Hub marked. So now the compass always points to that. Cool, so I'm going to go around marking all our portals, and then I'll show you guys the final result when we're done here and see what it looks like. Awesome, so we got it all marked out, and it took a fair bit of time, probably about an hour, but we got, I think, most of the key locations marked on the map here. And, you know, the results are kind of interesting. I do like it, though, actually. Like, it doesn't look great, but it does a pretty good job at what it's supposed to do. Like, it gives us a good idea of where stuff is located, and especially in relation to each other. So Nether Hub's right in the center here. One big problem I have, though, is my Nether Hub is odd-based, and the map is going to be even-based. So, like, this is our center, and this is the center of the Nether Hub. So, it doesn't quite work out. It might look better if I add 4 more maps on this side. But I'm not really sure what to do about it. If you guys have an idea of where I should put this, let me know. I was thinking maybe we put it at the tunnels, but for now I got it right here. But yeah, check it out. So, like, if we go straight down, we go forward, we will end up at the Crimson Keep. If we go down that tunnel and take a left, you can see it from the Nether Hub where we are right now. We go up and to the left. It's right over there. Now, we also put the coordinates on the map. I'm glad I thought about this. It's probably hard to read on YouTube, but they're there. You can see it in game. Pretty good. They're kind of tiny, though. And most of the stuff is on these 2 maps, actually. These 2 over here. So I think we can throw this in. And is it a map it wants? Okay, it's a map. Please don't mess up my original. I don't want to do it again. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it keeps the markers. I was worried I was going to lose them. Very good, very good. So we got a backup now of all 5 maps, just in case something happens to them. I hit it with an ender pearl or piglin shoots them, you know. They'll pop off and we might lose them. And that would stink. The other thing we did, though, of course, is we did the lodestone. So if you check out the compasses here, we got the names of the things down the tunnel and also location. We got the coordinates there, so that's cool. And the compass points at them, even while it's in the chest here. So the Druryville's a little bit off to the left. You can see the pointer's a bit to the left there. while the ice farm's a bit to the right. So another thing we should definitely check out today, I got so many messages about this, is the changes with ender pearls and ender porters, or ender pearl status chambers, as they're sometimes called as well. I want to see, like, do they work now actually or not? I have no idea. Like, obviously they work, they have worked for a long time, but the big problem was with the chunk loading and unloading situation. So, like, this was always possible. Let's go make a new ender porter here. They're actually so simple to make too. All we gotta do is like dig a hole. Oh, we hit redstone. So all we gotta do is like get some soul sand and some water and get the bubble columns going, right? And that'll hold up an ender pearl now. That wasn't the case before. So get our water, get our bubbles, get our ender pearl. And now is just gonna float. So it's actually affected by bubble streams now, which is amazing. And I'm assuming it would work if we leave the chunks, right? Let's go check that out, because that was the big problem. You would teleport when you didn't want to. But if we have total control over it now, that would be great. Alright, so we should be far enough away where that has unloaded. And then when it would reload, that's when we would teleport. So let's head back. And I haven't teleported yet. That's a good sign. Should still be there then. And it is. Okay, cool. So I'm going to just test it a bit more off camera here. Make sure we didn't just get lucky there. Yes, it actually works now, everybody. I'm so excited about this. Oh, I've been wanting to make an ender pearl transportation system forever. So I tried leaving the area a few times and coming back, having the chunks unload and reload. I went to the Nether and it still is here. And I also reloaded the game, both while within the chunks and while outside of the chunks. And yeah, every case it's fine. This is only one water source too, so it's not gonna need like a big thing to do it. So the idea is oh, I had the pistons already. The idea is we set up a piston here or something, maybe even a slime block launcher, and then we trigger it, and that activates the ender pearl. And we can run redstone like hundreds of blocks. There's even ways of loading chunks. We can go thousands of blocks and trigger an ender pearl way off somewhere else at a different base or whatever, and transport around our world that way, which is cool. So this is the new best way of traveling in the game. Like, ice roads are cool. I like elytra wings, but I don't like how they don't require any setup, which yeah, it's something that's always kind of bothered me. Now we'll have a way of getting around our world quickly, and it requires like actual investment. You got to set up redstone systems and like a panel of buttons here to choose where you're going to teleport to and stuff, and it's just going to be way more satisfying and cool, I think. So I'm really happy about that. But we're kind of out of time for this episode, so that's going to have to happen in a future one. Maybe next episode if we sacrifice the bee farm. That's kind of what I want to do now, because it seems like it'd be a lot of fun. But let's get to the comment of the day, and I'm picking this one because it's something that comes up quite often, and especially with the World Tour coming up. It says, wild idea, highly controversial, but how about episode 550 becomes season finale and you start a new world? I know we all love this old LP world, but I do wonder if you're starting to become bored of the world. There's only so many times you can rebuild existing farms before it becomes stale. Aha. Yeah, there's a lot to be said about this comment. So I've kind of flip-flopped with my opinion on whether we should restart on a new world or not. My current thinking at the moment is no, we're not restarting. I have lots of stuff I would like to do in the world still. I think this is true, like, even if I do restart, though. Like, building farms over and over becomes stale, even if we are in a new world. What I try to do, like, if we are building farms, is I try to build a different design every time. Not the same ones over and over. Like, even with the gold farm here, for example. This is a great example, I would say, because we have 3 different gold farms in our world. Each of them is different. And, I hate to say it, but we kind of need a 4th one. We need a high efficiency gold farm still. So It's not like I'm loaded with gold at the moment, guys. There's still purpose to building farms. A lot of the resources, actually, I still need farms for. So there's plenty to do in that avenue. I don't feel like we've hit an endpoint at all. But the other thing is, with the big project I have in mind after the world tour, that's actually a late game project. And having all this infrastructure in our world is going to be great for that. You guys will know what I mean about that pretty soon, I think. But yeah, I kind of feel like at this point in time, if we were to restart our world, it would just hold me back from doing the projects I actually want to work on at the moment. And I don't think that would be a good thing. But it's definitely something to think about and consider. And of course, I do appreciate you guys' feedback about that as well. You play a big part in that decision. What are they doing? I think they can't see the zombie pigmen sometimes. Like if they get close like that. Might need to make a couple tweaks there. But yeah, I think we about covered that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.